Hi Leo, this is your forecast for the month of March 2018. This is a general reading for Leo Sun, Leo Rising, or Leo Moon. For a more rounded overview, please watch your rising and moon sign as well. Now, the third week you have a major card, and so this is an important week for you. And this is about looking at sacrifice, where somebody may have been a martyr or somebody may have been selfish. This could be somebody who is, they're not claiming their own identity. They are defining themselves in the terms of the wishes of someone else. Or it could be somebody that's uncommitted. For some of you, this is about, you've got to face your duties and responsibilities. And you're going to have to pick yourself back up and change your attitude because there's something larger at stake. Maybe you've got to selflessly dedicate yourself to some goal or cause because you know how important that is. For some of you, this is you feeling comfortable with yourself. You're going to bring an end to a situation because you feel good about you. And you are daring to be different. You're not following the path that everybody else is. You're blazing your own trail. For some of you, you have experienced a lot of negativity and setback, perhaps some betrayal, and now you're going to withdraw. You are tapping into your spirituality. Maybe you're doing some meditation. If this was a serious illness, you could be a hospital patient. Maybe, you're taking better care of yourself and maybe you're having to get some kind of medical attention. But this is a week about changing your mind, and it's important. If last week you saw yourself as a victim, it's important this week that you have a new perspective. Again, you could have felt like nothing was moving, and this could be more of the same. The action has slowed down, everything is suspended, matters are hanging in limbo. It could be you simply taking your time to deal with the situation. This is a week where you're recognizing the lesson in your circumstance. You're getting some enlightenment, especially if you're tapping into consciousness. You are attuning to your spiritual self. And it's important that this week you maintain some kind of composure in spite of what may be happening around you. This is about being flexible, being adaptable, and breaking from the past, especially if it's been negative. It's time for a readjustment. And you're at a crossroads right now. And perhaps something unexpected has occurred within your domestic situation or within your career. Maybe you are stopping the struggle, you're quitting, and you're going to give in to the opposing viewpoint. You're going to give up your own personal will about a situation, or somebody may be trying to change your mind about something. Whatever it is, it's important for you to be clear, for you to not let your emotions get in the way and cloud your judgment, because this is about being objective, seeing yourself clearly, seeing situations and other people clearly, and that's going to create the out for a situation. It gives you the ability to gain somehow. This new perspective is helping you go over past situations, places where people betrayed you, they didn't come through, or they talked behind your back, or they let you down, or they stole from you. You're looking over that. You're gaining some enlightenment, and you are making peace with the past so that you can move ahead. You're bringing an end to a situation, and you're changing the game. You're turning things upside down, so that you can move toward the future. And this requires your patience, your perseverance. You've got to stay focused on that goal. Now, fortunately, if you have put an end to negative situations, you realize you got to get up and dust off you're going to start making some realistic decisions on how to achieve your goal. And the only way that you can do that is maintain that sense of peace, tranquility, equilibrium, so that you don't get broken, so that you don't stay down in that 10 of swords. You want to get back up. You want to change your perspective. So you want to get past any setbacks, any delays. And also, because this is a card of sacrifice, it could be that somebody's expecting way too much and they're playing the guilt card. Or maybe you're doing that. You're trying to make people feel guilty, or they're trying to make you feel guilty. And maybe you're going to put a stop to that. You know what you did. You know what you deserve. You know how hard you tried. You know what kind of sacrifices you made. And so you're going to close the door to that. Now, this is about looking at self-sacrifice. You can't accomplish anything without giving something up. But is it worth it? And remember, the 9 of Pentacles said, look at what you're doing. How are you amusing yourself? Is this really fun? Are you really having a good time? Or is this costing you somehow? You may be making some sacrifices because you doubt yourself. You're not comfortable in your own skin. You're not comfortable with being alone or who you are. And you make decisions where you betray yourself. You choose something that you know is not good for you. It's not good for your circumstances, your situation, because for you, it's the path of least resistance. This is what you know. This is what you've always done. No, it's not working, but this is the devil that I know. And you're going to have to change your perspective, because you may feel very frustrated about a situation, and then you start taking that out on other people that have nothing to do with your situation, because you haven't addressed your own resentment about a situation. This is about you, again, getting up and dealing with your obligations, because every time you overlook something you should have taken care of, something else is going to pop up and remind you that it's time for you to address some things. So if you're ready to start taking steps to go in a better direction, that's great, but you've got to follow through on that, because it could be very easy this week for you to fall back into old habits and old thinking. And this fresh perspective is probably driven by last week's 10 of Swords. There's been some kind of illness, setback, loss, disappointment, betrayal, or perhaps you're having to have compassion for somebody who is experiencing some ill luck. But you are having to look at things differently. And being, composed and objective is your key. And this ties to some desire that you have. Now, the Hanged Man has ties to Neptune. And Neptune is where we can get lost in our own world. We're trying to escape something, whether we're doing it through sleep, through drugs, through alcohol, through fooling ourselves, being in denial about situations, wearing some rose-colored glasses. So there could be something that you're tempted toward. Could be that 9 of Pentacles. Maybe, you're lusting after somebody, or there's a fantasy you want to fulfill. Could be some unexpected encounters this week. But you're going to have to stop and think, am I seeing this clearly, and what is it costing me? In some cases, you're disappointed because your desires are thwarted, and it's making you feel bottomed out. Now, could be for some of you, somebody is hanging around. And maybe they're hanging around your property and you're going to put an end to that, or you're sick of them hanging around. So there's something that is just there, and you're going to have to move forward on a situation. Hey, before you go, don't forget to visit my website blog for the daily tarot card of the day.